Hey guys, Mike here. So you might be wondering why SOFI is up 14% today when the market is actually red. That's why I'm putting this video out, because some news came out and finally the clouds parted and a major financial institution decided to finally initiate coverage on SOFI. You see how we're starting to get rolling here? We're starting to get more and more people coming out. We had 3 when I was complaining about it, 3 weeks ago? And all of a sudden, now in 3 weeks, we've doubled that. And I think you're going to see more coming out as well. And so let's not waste any time. If you get anything out of this, hit the like and subscribe button for me, guys. And let's go ahead and discuss why SOFI is up almost 14% today when the market is red. And you see over our friends at Tip Ranks here, guys, we finally add another analyst. Now we have 5 buys, 1 hold. And we scroll down, you see Morgan Stanley, major financial institution, has initiated coverage with $25 price target, buy rating, and now a 36% upside, was a 50% upside at the beginning of the day. And so let's go ahead and hear what they had to say and why they gave this $25 price target now.
Well, that's right, Jared. The newly public fintech company just got a bullish recommendation from analysts at Morgan Stanley, the firm initiating this stock with an overweight rating and a price target of $25. Now, that target does imply upside of more than 50% compared to Friday's closing prices. And as we can see here on the screen, the stock definitely rallying this afternoon in the wake of that. But just diving into this note here, a lot of optimism reflected about SOFI's growth prospects. Now, the analyst said that they expect the company's user base to double in the next 2 years to reach about 5.3 million. And Morgan Stanley analysts also said that the end of the government student loan referral program will help drive a surge in student loan volumes, which are, of course, one of the major areas of SOFI's core business.
And so I was happy to see this finally. I think it was 3 weeks ago I kind of called this out, and Morgan Stanley is one of the companies I called out for not covering this company, or at least initiating some type of coverage on them. And yeah, next year, as soon as all these moratoriums go away and people start refinancing student loans, they can have to pay their student loans. Obviously, you're looking at what they lose around 40 to 50 million this year, SOFI did. So that'll be about 40 to 50 million they should capture back onto their income statement, which will be good to see. And so, I'll tell you right now, one thing that's bullish is look at the options right now for this week alone. And here you can see the activity for the calls for October 15th from $17.50 to $20. And just look at the volume right there in the open interest. So, people are really expecting to move up. And you can see right here, obviously it gapped up this morning. And you see it got above that $17.50 resistance level. It's only been above that a couple times, has not been able to hold it. And so, be expecting maybe a slight pullback. We'll see. You see the MACD, you see the RSI overbought. Then again, if you look back here from the 24th to the 27th of September, it was overbought for almost 4 days. So, we'll have to see. Obviously, the market's all over the place, very volatile. And so, don't be shocked if you see a short-term pullback tomorrow when stocks gap up like that. 90% of gaps do fill when the stocks are oversold. Again, I showed you it was oversold for 4 days last time. But, people tend to, especially the day traders and, swing traders will tend to get out of it, may do a short-term pullback. The biggest thing is, can it hold that support level, right? That's the key. It hadn't been able to hold it so far. So we'll see on that. Plus, the market's all over the place, guys. You see how volatile these markets are. The SPY is up, the SPY is down, the NASDAQ up, the NASDAQ's down. It's just all over the place right now. And I don't expect that to settle down until probably somewhere between the 17th and 27th, depending on how earnings go, which we start this week, which is good to see. And so we'll see what the financials got to say. But, just be cautious if you're planning on diving headfirst into it and then you get a pullback. Don't be upset. The RSI is kind of telling you in the hourly, hey, a little overbought right now. So we'll see on that. But the big thing is, imagine the pop you get here off just Morgan Stanley initiating coverage of the stock with a $25 price target. Imagine what you're going to get if they actually get that bank charter. I think that's because that's one of the things Morgan Stanley cited was the bank charter and the note they put out, and how that's going to obviously make them a lot more money because they don't have to borrow money anymore. They'll be able to take deposits, lend that money out. They'll be able to offer lower interest rates to their customers, right, and attract more customers that way and be even more competitive. And for me, it's the only one. There's only one or two out there is a one-stop shop, and they pretty much offer everything. And so that's a big advantage. But the one thing, and I know it may sound crazy, but I'm telling you, marketing counts, especially in a growing company like this, especially in fintech, right? And especially when you're trying to attract younger customers, right? And I touched on this one other time, but I'm telling you, Having that SoFi Stadium is huge. It's a lot bigger than anybody thinks. Let me tell you why. If you're not a football person, I am a huge football person. I'm wearing an NFL shirt behind this camera if you can't see it. And, you know, they're the only stadium, that SoFi Stadium, that has 2 home teams, which means they get 70,000 people packed out in there every game, right? So once a week, right? And the average football games viewership is anywhere from 10 to 14 million. If you get to go on the national stage, you're talking about over 20 million people watching, okay, to see that logo, that name, and the commercials on there, you know, throughout the game. And the good thing for them is, which they didn't know when they did this, the 2 teams that play there are both have winning records. They're actually both really good teams. And what's great about that is later on in the season, again, for those who don't know about football, if you keep winning and you can actually got a shot to go to the playoffs, your games, which might not have been national, get moved up, right? Because they don't want to put losers out there. Nobody's going to watch, right? They want to be able to attract people to view, right? So what do? You put winning products on TV. They'll actually move them up into national broadcast time and stuff. And so that's some of the stuff, you know, it's going to help them out a lot, putting eyes on their products, right? I told you before, in the stadium, it's not just a stadium. They hold business meetings there. They hold events where they get to show people their products, bring them in, stuff like that. And so this is huge for them. That's why I said it was ingenious having a stadium that has 2 home teams, which nobody else has in the NFL, and to have millions of people, all right, seeing your logo, seeing your name, seeing the commercials. That is huge from a marketing, you know, perspective. I'm sorry, it just is. And I don't know any other fintech company that actually has that. And so, you know, name in the comments if you can. But that helps sell your product. It just does. That's just the way it is, okay? And so that's huge for them. Plus, don't forget, like I told you, they got the Olympics coming there. And, of course, they have the concerts and all kinds of events that take place in that stadium year-round, okay? And they have, I think it's for 20 years they're going to have that stadium, at least the naming rights to that stadium. So they're pretty good from a marketing standpoint, all right? And so just want to put this out there. It was an unscheduled video. I didn't know this was going to happen today, but a stock jumps 14%. You got to kind of let people know something, okay? And so I hope you got something out of it. Hit the like, subscribe button if you did. Share it on Twitter, whatever, Facebook, whatever you do. I really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys later. Hit that link down the bottom, sign up for a BlockFi account where you can earn up to 8.25% now on your stablecoins. That began October 1st. You can also sign up for that credit card and earn Bitcoin with every purchase that you make. That's what I am doing. And parking cash there to earn that 8.25% as well. And plus you can also go ahead and sign up for any loans you need against your cryptocurrency as well at a very reasonable rate.